Hello and welcome. My name is Esther, and today I just wanted to do another general oracle message. Now I'm using the beautiful deck from the Starseed Oracle, and this was created by Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. Danielle was the artist who created the beautiful images of this deck, and Rebecca is the incredible intuitive who created these messages. So as I am both an intuitive, a spiritualist, and an artist, so the content that you'll get on my page is quite mixed. And I just feel the pull randomly at different times to do oracles. Now my oracle messages, oh wow, they are very intuitive. So I do read the cards out of my own spiritual messages. Now 3 cards came out really fast today, so the energy feels really intense. We do have the beautiful new moons coming in, and the energies, I feel globally, are kind of shifting as we go into the later months of the year. Now the first message that came out, wow, is whale and orca elders. Frequency of sound, diving deep, and share your song. Beautiful, beautiful message today. The second message that popped out was Star Family. You're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. And lastly, the oracle message is you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Beautiful. I'm always so amazed how the cards synchronize. So first, with the whale and orca elders, you may be in a place now where you're finding you're shifting. You may be getting more downloads, dreams. Perhaps you're feeling that your internal self is becoming stronger and thus shifting from what you're used to in your external world. So you may have a regular job, you may be a parent, you may have the hustle bustle of the day to day, the going from A to B, and feeling like, there's a sense of you that is called for something. And you're trying to figure out where that is and what that is. This card may be calling to you to remind you that you do have ancestors, passed over loved ones that are watching over you, as well as the elders in your life. So that could both be families as friends. It doesn't necessarily need to be someone that's a part of your family, but it could be someone that is energetically wiser than you, that you feel is like a guide. And that can be any age. It doesn't have to be someone that is physically older, but it can be someone that you're finding is a little bit of either a muse or a guide and a support into knowing your truest potential of yourself. So this is about diving deeper into your soul. This is about paying attention to your dreams and coming back to a place of your own divine being, because the more that we can take those moments, whether it be meditation or silence or a walk outside, somewhere in nature where you can come back to that silence of self, this card is reminding you and calling you to come back into your internal being and to understand your own potentials, your own divine being, so that you can shine that light out. You can let that song sing. And perhaps it's also about learning a little bit about your throat chakra and opening up that chakra, allowing that gift of your own being to be expressed out into the world. And this card is reminding you that you have that support, you have those people around you, you have those guides around you, whether they be coming in your dreams or your physical life, to trust in that and to come back into the silence and the frequency of your own being. So trying your best to alleviate a little bit of the noise and the external busyness and the chatter that we have in our own minds, but also the external, stuff that goes on in our day that really consumes us sometimes and makes it feel really busy. And we forget to come back into that harmony of our being. So just remembering to slow down, to come back to your present moment, and to re-feel the vibrations of yourself, as well as to reconnect to those around you in your external world who are those inspirations. That can even be your guides, your angels, or even someone on, YouTube. It can be, gurus. It can be in books. It can be wise other teachers. It doesn't need to be in physical realm, but just to trust in those aspects of what's going on around you and to listen, to really take time to be quiet enough and still enough within your own being and present enough that you can hear those messages, absorb them, and incorporate them into your day-to-day life and express it out. So maybe a little bit of throat chakra or crown chakra healing. There may be, the higher 3 chakras or the feminine energies. So that would be throat, third eye, and crown, connected by the heart, which is in the center, and that connects into the masculine lower chakras, which would be the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. The second card that popped out is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, so call in support. So brilliant transition and reminder from the first oracle to the second. And that's about remembering that we are not only individuals, but we are also a collective consciousness. Although in our perceived reality, we see things as separate from ourselves, we are actually connected to all that is and everything that was and will be. We are in this physical form having a life experience, yes, but we are, a collective of the bigger sphere. We are a part of a team of souls. And that means that you have the brilliant ability and magic to call in support. And that means whether you're speaking to your own higher divine being or whether you're speaking to your own internal divine being. Now, calling in support can be a physical person, but it can also be you learning and training your own being how to reconnect to not only your internal divinity, but the higher consciousness, and connecting through the crown chakra and through meditation, through yoga, through different movements, whether that's Tai Chi, Qigong, or just being outside in nature. Something of substance that holds a vibrational positive frequency is where you need to realign so that you can hear the messages that are trying to be brought into you, the clarity that is trying to be gifted to you, and so that you understand that you are never alone. Even if you feel physically alone in your path or your journey or the transition you may be going through in life, you are never alone. There's multiple energies, souls, guides, spirits, angels, whatever you want to say to make sense of it within your own belief system is fine. But we are never alone. You are never alone. You are so divinely protected. And this card is reminding you to not only regain the courage in your life and within your own divinity, but to reconnect into who you are so that you can step forward, move forward, manifest the things that you really want, create the things that you really are talented in, and you have the abilities organically to do. The more that we can invest in our own self-study of who we are at the core as a being, as a soul, as a spirit, the more that we can then understand those aspects of ourselves and transform them into the physical realm to gift out to the world. And it has a lot to do also with trusting in the unknown, trusting in the unseen, and allowing yourself to just keep going within your authenticity, within whatever is true to your heart, to your own being, and clearing out the noise of whether or not it will necessarily be understood or seen or appreciated by others, because that doesn't matter. It needs to be appreciated by you. You need to validate you first. You need to love you first, and then the external can thus change. For our internal is a mirror of our external reality, our circumstances, and the things that we experience. Now, it's funny because now looking at the third card, you are not alone. So funny. These oracles always connect. So exactly what has been said. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. The more that you connect with your own being, your own higher divinity, the more that you're going to find that the right circumstances, the right people, and the right environments organically come into your physical world. So because sometimes when you feel yourself changing or shedding an old identity that you had adopted that wasn't necessarily who you are, and of course we continuously evolve and grow. We never stop evolving and growing. That is a absolute certainty of the universe. The only constant is change. You will hear that exact sentence, repeated by so many gurus in so many different ways. And that's because it holds immense value and immense truth. And that's just the reality of this planet and in this sphere. So you are never alone, meaning you need to feel that sense in self of not needing external validation, not needing external people to say good job or right or wrong. The person that needs to validate you first is you, so that you can also mirror that out and ripple that out into your external world. And the right people will come in, the right opportunities will come in, but the change has to happen first with you, and it has to be genuine and authentic. You have to believe it. So perhaps you're in a place of transition. Perhaps you're in a place of, I want to do this or want to achieve that, or I don't feel really, really happy in my life and I don't know why. That can be another really big and tricky question when we externally or on paper have everything we could possibly want. Perhaps the house, the partnership, the family, the friends, the job, the whatever, but something feels missing. Well, that is a fantastic key and a fantastic gift, essentially, from the universe to say, okay, so study who you are not. If you don't know who you are, then start by ruling out who you are not, the things that you don't like, truly. And you have to be honest. You have to be willing to be completely transparent and honest and raw within your own being. And sometimes that can be terrifying because our decisions and choices around that can be very difficult ones. And it can, of course, shake up anything that feels comfortable. And by human nature, we always want to stay in things that are certain they feel comfortable because it's known. So anything that's stepping out of the unknown can be very terrifying. So either the universe will bring you something that really shakes up your life to wake you up on a soul level, or you can have the choice and the ability to wake that up and make that shift for yourself within yourself. So either you choose to take control of your life and create your own towers, as they say in tarot, because towers can be positive or negative. They can be either you need to learn a lesson, so things are going to come up, whether that's physical health, certain dynamics, certain changes in your world that you did not foresee happening, which the universe is then trying to kind of poke at you to say, are you going to listen? Are you awake? Are you going to wake up? Are you going to make these changes? Are you going to follow your soul destiny? Or are you going to continuously repeat patterns and ignore your purpose, ignore who you are, and thus patterns will repeat, and thus we don't grow and evolve. We remain stuck, and different versions of the same lessons come in as we go through life. So this is about reconnecting to your community, reconnecting to your authentic community, your authentic people in your lives, but first and foremost, your authentic self. And just a beautiful, beautiful oracle today. So I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Esther. Of course, I do many things. I'm an artist and spiritualist. So either I'm painting or doing wood art or oracles or book recommendations, or I'm giving treatments and healings to people in my personal life, in the community that I live. And that's the brilliantness of it. You know, perhaps the reason why that came into channeled in a little bit on my mind there in free speaking is that because it doesn't matter what you do or what formula you create. If it's a formula that works for you, then you can design it, flavor it, color it, create it any way you want. There is no rule to do one thing right, only one way in one direction. No, you can take any pocket that fascinates you and flavor it to your own unique self, because even if there's same people doing the same thing as you, then that's beautiful. That's to be celebrated and appreciated, because you also get to know that other people like the things of you. It's not competition. It just means that you get to put your authenticity on it. You get to put your own heart on something. And that is so special, because only you are you. You are unique. No one else can be specifically you, even if they tried. And that's the beauty. The more you show up with your heart and with who you truly are, the more that you will find the doors open that actually align with your life and the life that you want and the life that you deserve. So I hope you enjoyed today's oracle message. These 3 beautiful cards that came out, reminding you to trust in the path, to remain focused, to know you're never alone. Thank you, Rebecca Campbell, Danielle, and Noel, for these beautiful oracle deck, my favorite ever. And I'm just wishing you a happy morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. I hope that my readings and my videos are valuable, and I just thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you would like to support me and the work that I do. And I'm just sending you so much love wherever you are. Thank you so much.